Hey, what's up, everybody? It's just Charles Sebastian, and welcome you guys to another episode of the Dreamers Pro Show, where we cover everything from sports, hot topics, classic debates, entertainment, and we give you guys a fresh perspective on things and how we see them. And today we got a great show for you guys here, but before we get into it, please make sure you like and sub to the channel here. So this morning, I was going through the internet looking for content to produce, and I came across a pretty interesting article here from Awful Announcing, where it says, Charles Barkley and Shaq argue over who's responsible for fixing NBA All-Star game, right? I was like, oh, this is pretty interesting. So I click on the article, I begin to read it, and then it turns out there's an audio that we're going to get to momentarily. But let's just talk about this for a second. We all know that the last two All-Star games have been the worst in the history of the sport. The worst. Lowest viewed games ever, but beyond ratings, right? Because some people like to say, well, ratings doesn't really reflect whether or not the product is good or bad. Regardless if 50 million people saw that game or 5 million people saw those games, those are horrible basketball games. Those were horrible basketball games to watch. Even Mike Malone called one of them the worst basketball game he has ever seen in his life. You had former President Barack Obama calling the NBA out on it. You had they had to go out there and try to coax, get some of these NBA legends to go out there and coax these guys to play. It was horrendous. There's no two ways to slice it. It was terrible, absolutely terrible, and a total waste of time. Last game they almost scored 400 points in an All-Star game. There's no other way to describe that than embarrassing, right? An absolute joke. So what happened? These guys were discussing this on the panel on Inside the NBA, and essentially they were trying to figure out, well, who's responsible for fixing this? Should it be the players or should it be the league? And this is what really sparked the back and forth between Charles Barkley and Shaq. But before we even get into their comments, today's video is brought to you by our sponsor, Prize Picks. Prize Picks is America's #1 daily fantasy sports with over 10 million members. Prize Picks makes it easy to get real money action on the sports and players you love. You pick more or less on at least 2 for a shot to win up to 100 times your cash. For example, this week on Prize Picks, I'm looking at the upcoming NBA schedule and selecting Stephen Curry for more than 29 points and Kevin Durant for more than 27 points and Anthony Davis for more than 12 rebounds and Luka Doncic for more than 8 assists. If you're like me and you like to play it safe, you'll love Prize Picks' new feature, Flex Plays. It's the safest way to play. You can still cash out even if your lineup isn't perfect. Plus, you can double your money even if one of your picks doesn't hit. On top of this, Prize Picks puts their members first, so all withdrawals are fast, safe, and secure. When my picks hit, I can get my money as quick as in 15 minutes. So download the Prize Picks app today and use code CLNS to get $50 instantly when you play $5. That's code CLNS on Prize Picks to get $50 instantly when you play $5. You don't even need to win to receive the $50 bonus. It's guaranteed. And remember, whenever you support this sponsor, you're supporting this channel. Thank you. So what we want to do now is want to play exactly what Charles and Shaq had to say about this issue here, and then we're going to come back and react to the comments. Take a listen to these guys here.
I'm telling you. You know, I hope that we're able to figure some out, to be honest with you, because the All-Star weekend.
It's nothing to figure out.
Yeah, it is something to figure out.
You have to take pride.
What's your philosophy on who you gonna pick?
No, I'm just talking about.
You got to take pride.
As long as
a
I've been in the NBA, except the last few years, it was the highlight.
True.
It was the biggest thing that happened all year. Like the players were like glad to be there. Every star was there. The NBA made a big deal, and you always talk about all these, huh?
Did they make you want to play hard? No.
Well, because I'm playing against other great players. You're going to play hard. Okay. So I'm not going to, if you don't play hard, they're going to kick your butt. Okay. But also, you just like, it was like Kenny always talk about, it's like a postcard, all the guys walking around. Okay, and we done lost some legends now.
Oh, okay, but what do you mean when you say they got to figure something out? They who?
We're part of the NBA family.
No,
but we're all part of the family.
They have to go in and take pride like we did and say, you know what, thank you, I appreciate it. Huh?
It's on the players.
100%.
That is why I don't want no old heads on my team. I don't want guys who think this is their 20th All-Star, 15th All-Star, 10th All-Star, 9th, and they're going to be like, I'm good, I'm here for the weekend. And no, I want guys who are going to be showing up going, you know what? I'm here to kick some butt.
Yeah.
Let's hope we get that. Let's hope we get that on All-Star Weekend in San Francisco.
Watch my team wins it. 8.
Meantime,
I get 8, right, Ernie?
Let's hope we get some laughs from
we're gonna get some laughs.
The latest episode of Shaq and a Fool.
So you heard what these guys had to say there. I think they're 100% right. I think Shaq is 100% right. It's on the players. Like, it's on the players. Who are we even kidding here? It's on the players. It's on the players. It's up to these guys to decide whether or not they're going to give a damn or not. Now, we also got to look in the direction of the commissioner who has created this environment for this to exist. The latest idea he has is he's proposing. No, he's not proposing, but he says he's thought about an idea of 10-minute court. Oh. Bro, this dude, man. Adam Silver, bro. This dude is terrible, man. Adam Silver is terrible. This dude is terrible. And I'm not the only one that said it. Yesterday I was watching a segment on Gil's Arena. The moment they brought up his comments, the first word that came out of Nick Young's mouth was, right after that, he goes, "When does his contract expire?" Like, it's just like, yo, this dude is terrible. Like, he is terrible. Adam Silver seems to just be about making money. He's like, to hell with the fans, to hell with the heritage. Let's just go out there and make money. And whatever happens, let it happen. Let's just make this moolah. You know what I mean? Let's just make the money, and it is what it is. I mean, his ideas are just terrible. Anyway, so it is up to the players. But Adam Silver created the situation where it's player empowerment, and now all the players are thinking for themselves. They're no longer thinking for the game and what's best for the game and what's best for the fans. They could care less. They could care less. And if the players' attitude is they could care less, then the fans should be, then I don't care as well. I mean, I think the fans should reciprocate it, regardless of what Adam Silver or the NBA fans, players want to say. The driver of revenue here is fans. Them tuning in, them attending games, and all of that. They're the ones that are driving revenue. And I think that what they understand is that fans are going to show up no matter what. No matter what. They could be sitting in the front row. You could be pissing on them. They'd be, oh, man, this is great, man. This is great. I love it here. They're just some fans like that. Some of them have no self-respect whatsoever. It's just a new era of the league. This is the only NBA where you can have NBA fans chanting MVP for the 55th pick for him scoring 5 points. MVP. That was just something I couldn't even believe. I forgot what team they were playing against that did. It was the Wizards. The Wizards. DC, y'all should be ashamed of y'allself. Y'all should be embarrassed for y'allself. And I was born in Maryland, so y'all should be ashamed. How do y'all even sit there and start, like, what is wrong with that? That was an embarrassment. That was a straight up embarrassment. As somebody that was born in Maryland, DC or DC area, whatever it is, DMV area, y'all was embarrassing. How y'all gonna sit up there and be cheering for somebody scoring 5 points? Like, is it that bad? I understand that the Wizards got the worst team in the NBA. I understand that y'all are stuck with Jordan Poole. I understand that you got a 60-41 or 42 record or whatever the hell it is. But that's how low the Washington Wizards have fallen, to be chanting MVP for somebody scoring 5 points in your arena. My God. I would have rather you guys chanted MVP for LeBron than chanted MVP for Bronny scoring 5 points. Like, yo, what are we doing? But this is where we at. In 2025, this is where we at, and none of this don't really surprise me at all, man. None of this really surprises me. None of this catches me off guard. I'm like, oh my God, I'm stunned by all of this. This is really shocking. Nah, it just is where we are. I'm just trying to figure out. I'm in an NBA game, and Son just scored 5 points, and I'm up here chanting MVP. Like, yo, what are we doing? Like, what are we doing? I can understand like Celtics fan being pissed at Kobe being chanted MVP in Boston. But he had like 56 that game. Or like 47 or some stupid number. But at least he's putting forward a great effort. Y'all over there chanting MVP for somebody to score 5 points. Like, yo, DC, y'all should be embarrassed for doing that. Like, that was, y'all was looking crazy. Y'all embarrassed all of us. My God, these are my thoughts. Whatever you guys think, please leave your thoughts and comments in the comment section. We catch you on the next show and I'm out. Peace.